Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Let's see if we're live. We are live. Good morning. Hello. It took it a minute this morning, but here we are. And hello. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you for coming in. And let's see where we are. Oh, you're finding us, Kathy Hand, Isabel. Good morning. Please help me take a moment to share this while I play us a beautiful day, if I can get there. Oops, forgot to turn my ringer off. It is a beautiful day. It's a Monday, manifesting Monday at that. So get on in here and let's manifest.
Chasing coins, because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Throw another log onto the fire, because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
All right. It is time to see who's here. Isabel, good morning. Kathy Hand, Annie 7, and Grayson, good morning. Blue, you're here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. How was the boat yesterday in the lake? I heard that you all were out playing. I hope that means that Dave's feeling a whole lot better, and maybe just getting out there on that lake will make him feel better. So cheers, everyone. So glad you're here with me this morning on Manifesting Monday. Look at all you beautiful people. How come we're listening to Leo? Well, I took my headset out. Let me see what's going on. I'm not listening to Leo. Auntie Jean, why are you listening to Leo? No, I don't hear no Leo playing. Suzanne, good morning. No, none of us hear Leo except you, Jean. What's going on? Deirdre, hello, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. Jennifer Langren. Suzanne, oh, thank you all for being here. Well, I guess Jean's got her own little concert going on. And Blue says, my internet is not well. I heard Dave's name. we had a great time, and no Leo here. Instead of it's a great day. No, we just listened to, hang on. We just listened to It's a Beautiful Day, Auntie Jean. Leo is a Cuppa Fulla Joy. But maybe Leo is singing a private concert to you. Anyway, let's do our heart brain coherence. Let's touch the heart center and slow down the breathing. And then add in the love. Add in compassion, some joy, a warm hug that we're giving each other right now, lifting up the frequency. I can hear the angels say, whatever you do, do it in love. Add in that beautiful ingredient that changes everything. Love changes us on the inside. It changes how we treat each other on the outside. And let's start with some gratitude. I love starting my day off with gratitude. So, what you grateful for this morning? Give me one thing you're grateful for. Let's go there. I am grateful for Auntie Jean. I am so grateful that I'm here with her and that I had the blessing of being around her. And Jean, I'm grateful for my cup of coffee this morning. And she even brought it to me in a Peace for Peace cup. Peace for Peace. It tastes better when it's in a Peace for Peace cup. And Deirdre says, I am grateful for my confused Auntie Jean. She makes me smile. She makes me smile. I'm also grateful for the Peace on Earth tour, for all the Peace for Peace. I love these bumper stickers. There's going to be one on Luigi. I haven't put it on him yet because I got to take Luigi off the car for our trip that we're getting ready to start across the country, Jean and I. Ricky and Josie, good morning to the two of you. Is there any word on the possibility that you're going to be at the retreat? I keep holding out hope, Ricky. I keep just envisioning you and seeing the two of you there at the retreat with us. So just let me know if you think that's going to be a possibility. Jennifer, I am grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for Micah. I just think he's adorable. And I love the two of you together. So yes, let's give some gratitude to Micah this morning. And Deirdre says, I'm always grateful for my peas. Me too. There's so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful for another day alive, another breath to take, another opportunity to be here on this planet at this time. Any other gratitude you all got? Did we drop? Oh, no, we're still on all four. Okay. I started to say we must have dropped a channel, but I guess some people just left, and that's okay. Kathy Hand, I'm grateful for Suzanne and cannot wait for our weekend Amish getaway. Oh, that sounds like fun. That's going to be exciting. Oh, Deirdre. Deirdre, I'm grateful for Teri and Auntie Jean. No, wait, that's the wrong one. Deirdre, you and Sharon had me deep thinking all last night. Thank you. Well, you're not the only one, Deirdre, let me tell you. That opened up a whole can of worms, didn't it? That talk, oh my gosh. And I went through that all last week. Sharon and I, we talk about what we were going to talk about. And when that teaching came through from Neville Goddard, I was like, oh boy, I've got to really spend some time in conversation with the angels about this one. And I still am. I'm still thinking it over, mulling it over, and just trying to wrap my brain around all of it. And Auntie Jean's helping a bit too. She's thinking out loud. And we were talking a bit last night before we went to bed, and she told me she probably wasn't going to sleep. So sometimes when we get into those deep discussions, that happens. We just our brain keeps trying to figure it out. And Isabel says, I am grateful for Teri and Auntie Jean. I'm grateful for all peas and for a new day. Oh my God, Jennifer. And Jennifer says, well, maybe Auntie Jean dreamed about Leo. Not a bad thing to dream about, for sure. Annie 7, Grayson wakes up bright-eyed and taking for 3 people in the morning. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, Annie, but good morning, Grayson. I'm glad you're wide awake. Blue says, I'm grateful for the lessons I have learned to get me to this place with the choices I have made along the way. I am blessed. The Fae are swirling colors this morning. Oh my gosh, you would have been so happy to join us last night, Blue, as Auntie Jean and I sat outside in her backyard doing our tree challenge. Did anybody else do the tree challenge? We sat there underneath the trees, talking to the trees, giving them love, sharing, and we had the Fae showing up. Okay, talking for 3 people. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Auntie Jean. Yeah, that little Grayson can talk. But anyway, we sat in the backyard and did the tree challenge yesterday. And we just sat there and kept giving love and kept giving love. And I was looking around at the branches that I was surrounded by, and they do move. When you sit and talk to the trees and give them love and just, what I did, I said, would you please receive? I know you always give. Would you receive the love that I'm here to give to you? And I did see branches move. They responded to the love. So it does work. It really is true that if you're giving love to nature, whether it's the trees, the plants, whatever it might be, it's going to respond back to you. And I encourage us all to keep doing that, keep giving the love. Annie, I'm grateful for waking up with a roof over our heads, warm coffee, and another day at life. Cheers to you and your warm coffee, and to everybody coming in this morning and enjoying, filling your cup up with joy. And let's talk about that joy. I'd love to hear, what does joy mean to you? What is joy? You know, we are every morning, we're a cup full of joy, but what is that? So that's the deep question of the morning. What is joy? It's going to probably be different things to different people, but what is it to you? What's your dictionary definition coming from inside of you? Auntie Jean says, I was discussing it with myself all night. Yeah, when we go to that deep philosophical place, then that happens. And the angels told us in the blog last night to keep on doing that. So they want us going deeper. They want us uncovering more and seeing what it is that we're supposed to chat about amongst each other. Deirdre says, just when you think you've got this thing called life figured out, there's more that comes a knocking. Geez. You know, I said a long time ago, Deirdre, the more I learn there is more to learn. Every time we uncover a rock, we turn it over, we find something more, and we look at that, and that leads us down a breadcrumb of more. So yes, we're going to keep on keeping on. We're going to keep uncovering the things that we just need to have brought to our attention. Annie, I forgot to do the tree challenge. It poured there yesterday. Well, I'm so glad you got rain. And, you know, there's no deadline. Just next time that you can be surrounded by a tree, let it hug you, let it wave at you, let it talk to you in some way, because it will. It really will. All right. Oksana's here. Good morning. Oksana says, I appreciate this new day, full of new opportunities, full of healing for me and everyone in need of healing. I appreciate myself. I appreciate being in the stream of love. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. So I have this wonderful crystal, and I left it over by the bed. But I had this crystal that was a gift when I was visiting one of the P's in Colorado. She gave me this amazing gift of a clear quartz crystal that's wrapped with leather attached to a limb, a stick. And I had taken that with me to go sit under the tree. And I had just been holding it in my lap as I sat there and meditated and talked to the tree. And all of a sudden, I heard to bless the tree with that crystal, to just share some energy of cleansing with the tree. So I held the crystal up, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was not touching anything. I was not touching anything. I was just simply sitting there holding the crystal up, and the branches started dancing. They started moving around and responding to the crystal. And there was, Jean, I don't know what the flower is, the little flowering bush that was right there by me, but I held it out and the flowers did the same thing. They were really responding to the crystal energy. So try that as well. If you have a crystal you can take with you as you go visit your tree, bless the tree, put some of that beautiful crystal energy up and just watch how it responds to it. Everything responds to energy. Whatever that energy looks like, it's going to respond to it. And Isabel says, it is true. The tree was moving and swinging with me clearly. It was amazing. I'm so glad you had a chance to do that, Isabel. I'm glad that you did the challenge and that it responded to your energy. And Isabel says, joy is being in peace with all in love. Deirdre says, my joy is all things that make my soul happy. It's a visceral thing. Awesome. Annie says, Oksana, I appreciate a glass of clean water and a fresh breath of air, the movements of my body, this lovely gathering this morning. I appreciate my life. I appreciate all people I encounter. Thank you, Oksana. Annie says, joy means to me pass my circumstances and find joy and gratitude for the things I have been given to stay positive. Yeah. And Suzanne, the tree challenge, we talked about this yesterday on Cuppa. The challenge is to go sit or stand by a tree or lay under a tree. Just be near some tree, it doesn't matter what kind of tree or where it's at, and just start giving love in your heart. Just communicate with that tree. What I did is I sat there, I just kept giving gratitude, just telling the tree how grateful I was that it was there, that it was giving life into the world with its oxygen, that its beauty was amazing. I just kept sharing that kind of energy from my heart. I kept looking at the branches and telling them how beautiful they were, and it started moving slowly. And you have to really be in sync with the tree. You have to put off all distractions. Just get rid of anything that's going to distract you and just communicate with that tree and be in the energy of the tree. And it will respond. It will tell you, I hear you, I feel you. And yeah, you really do get the energy and get the message from the tree. Isabel, I got to replay last night and missed it. Okay. Maybe you missed the show that we did yesterday with Sharon. Yeah, I hope some of you got to see that show with Sharon. That was amazing. Blue says, yes, we know that will. My yard is still in trauma for the tree that fell and the 3 others it took with it. The trees gave their life and fell the only way where no harm was caused to Dave, who was sitting right there, and Brookie's house. Dave and I so miss our tree and are grateful for having it here in our Fay yard. Yes, yes. All right, I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card. I see lots of messages from you all. So thank you for your participation this morning. Oksana says, I appreciate nature and Mother Earth. I appreciate how loved and adored I am, how much I am supported by visible and invisible light forces and love. Kathy says, when having a difficult morning, I know that I can come to my spiritual family and chase all troubles away with joy. Yes. Oops. Okay. Well, that was interesting. This card just kind of jumped out of my hand and onto the floor. So let's see what Kuan Yin's got going on. And we have had this card before. So for some reason, Kuan Yin wants us to pay attention to it. So I'm going to read it. I want to read it before Kathy goes into work. And then I'll see what all the joy messages are this morning. So our card is Harvest Mother Watches Over Me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom. Allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. Whew. All right. Well, it seems that we just keep getting deeper and deeper, don't we? So allowing that inner world, that inner being that we are, to open up the wisdom. We don't have to have all the answers. This is one thing that I know for sure. We're not going to have all the answers. But when we open up to what's inside of us, we are going to go deeper. We are going to uncover some of those things that are under a rock that haven't been brought out into the open yet. Crystal Nobles, good morning on YouTube. Thank you for being here. And Suzanne says, I have a little baby tree, a red maple. It's in its third year, but it's still tiny. Oh, I love that. I love maple energy. You know, there's a lot of maples up in New England, and especially up in Vermont, where we shall be gathering soon. And I know you all have a harvest time up there, right, Blue, where you harvest the sap and have that wonderful maple syrup that we all love that comes from Vermont. And Jennifer says, my joy is being near the water, the beach, the river, the lake, etc. Me too. And Suzanne says, I will do that with baby Red, and it feels it needs a name. Ooh, how fun. Name that little baby. I love that, Suzanne. And let us know what you choose for a name. Blue says, my joy is to raise the vibe wherever I am. I am the vibration of joy. Yes, yes. And Jean Lorio says, I have been trying to explain joy and I can't. It is a state of being, a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. You are in heaven, a paradise of emotion where everything is love and beautiful. Oh, I just heard the song, Everything is Beautiful. Remember that song? Everything is beautiful in its own way. I love that. I'm going to have to play that song today. Maybe I'll share it out on Facebook so that you all can hear the song too, if you choose. But that's one of my favorite songs. I love that one. And I love all of the answers to what joy is. What is joy? When we think of it, we hear joy comes in the morning. There's so many sayings about joy. And sometimes it is hard to put our finger on what that is. That it's an essence to me. It's more than a feeling. The feeling, I believe, is the happiness. And happiness is an inside job, just like what the card from Kuan Yin was saying. We invite it in and we allow that happiness in. Nobody can make us happy. They can add to our sense of being happy, but nobody can change anything in us. Nobody can change us to happy, sad, any emotion at all. We allow the energy to shift inside of us, depending on what's going on and how other people are interacting with us in our world. But joy, to me, joy is more of the essence. And I think that's why it's so hard sometimes to define it. It's so hard to say that's what joy is. When you think about us gathering every morning at the Morning Cuppa JoY, that joy is it's all of our essence blended together. It's all of us coming together at the same time in the same place for the same purpose, to love on each other, to share and uplift with each other. Michelle Landers, that just raised the vibration. Good morning, and happy Monday. This is Manifesting Monday. And as we think about manifesting, we're learning so much, aren't we, about how to manifest. And one of those things we learn is to feel it. Feel it, believe it, receive it. That's the magic formula. You got to feel it. Got to have that feeling inside, like it's already there for you. Not that it's in the future somewhere. And correct yourself. If you start talking like what it is that you want is in the future, stop that. Just stop yourself and pause and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I thinking? That's the wait. What am I thinking? So let's say I want to manifest. What do I want to manifest? I want to manifest laughter, and haven't had any. theoretically, we're just throwing that out there. So let's say I'm living my life and, things are just not going my way. And I want to experience more happiness, which will come with some of the release of energy through laughter. So if I start saying, I will have laughter in my life, that means that it's not there, right? If I will have it, it's not there at the moment. And so that's bringing in an energy of lack, an energy of it's not there. But if I say, I am laughing today, I am the essence of joy, I am happy, I am thrilled with this thing called life, to the point that I'm going to find everything in my life something to laugh at, and get into the present with it, not the future. We have 3 ways that we can use our perspective of things. We can look back, dwell on the past, dwell on what's already happened. That's a done thing that you can't change. Nobody can change your past. It's already the experiences that we have had. So one way that we can be in our energy is to be stuck in the past. We can always be stuck on dwelling on what happened behind us. We can be stuck in what might come to pass in the future, because none of us know what that's going to look like. We don't know what's going to happen. So if we're saying, I will, and putting something out ahead of us, we don't know that. We're projecting. But if we say, I am, those 2 powerful words, then we're manifesting. Then we're turning our energy to the present, to what we can do something about. Can't do anything about the past. That's done. Can't do anything about the future, because that's up in the air. We don't know if there's even going to be another minute. We don't know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now, 5 hours from now. We have no clue, because it hasn't arrived yet. So we don't know what that looks like. But we can do something about this very moment that we are in right now, right here, right where you are. You can do something about this moment. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be healthy. You can say, I am healthy. I choose it. I am manifesting that. I am allowing myself to heal on all levels, on all of these bodies that encompass me. And those bodies, those 4 bodies, are the physical, the one that you're inhabiting. It's your mental body, what you're thinking, how you're processing things. You're also your emotional body. How are you reacting, responding, and showing up in the world? And then there's your spiritual body. So those 4 different bodies make up you. And in the moment that you're in, this very moment right here, right now, how are you manifesting what's going on with all of those bodies? How are you using all of that energy to bring you to what you want in life, how you want to show up in life? It sounds kind of complicated, but it's really easy. It's really a matter of getting in sync, having everything in balance and working together. So let's see what else we got. We're talking about joy this morning. What is joy? Michelle Landers, what is joy to you? What does it mean to have joy? And Blue says, the sap runs early spring. And yes, maple trees are sacred here. And in our Vermont yard, the trees that fell were maples in our sacred grove. Oh, blessings to those trees, and thank them Thank them for all the joy they brought and the energy they brought to you. Okay, I will read the Kuan Yin card again. Jean Loriot, thank you for asking. And yes, I did read it once. But I'm going to read it again, and then let's go into our hearts and let's bring in whatever it is that you want to manifest. Just stay in the moment, stay present, and let's do some manifesting on this Manifesting Monday. What a beautiful day to be here and be alive, and to have Prachetta come in, Tammy Fisk. Good morning, good morning. And Blue says, Faye say you can't define joy. Joy cannot be limited by defining. Be joy. The Faye are on the loose now. Yep. They're running and playing. Enjoy. And Suzanne says, if we are joyful in the now, we are creating a joyful past. We're creating that energy to surround us in our entire being, everything about us. Prachetta says, joy is to be surrounded by family and friends. Joy is just being alive. Well, I'm sure if our Marietta was responding, she would have a little acronym, wouldn't she? She would be telling us what joy is. And Marietta, I hope you're hearing us this morning. We love you so much. Michelle says, joy to me is the feeling I get now with all of you and when I'm sharing hearts with others. Yeah, I think it's an essence. And I think it does have to be felt, like what Blue was saying and the Faye were sharing, to be joy, to really wrap our arms around it and encompass that energy, that essence of joy. All right, so Kuan Yin, I'm going to read this. If you have any prayer requests, please put them into the comments. Thank you all for praying for Auntie Jean's niece, Beth. She's doing great. We may have good news of her coming home today. So let's just pray whatever's for the best for her to keep improving every moment. So the card from Kuan Yin is Harvest Mother watches over me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy. Creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. Whew. And we manifested Marietta. Marietta says, our group in the Keys says joy stands for just older youth. I love that. Getting into the energy of the youth, and to me, getting into the energy of awe and wonder as a child does. I was talking about that yesterday with both Sharon and with Auntie Jean, that just envision that sweet, innocent child that comes into the world, that newborn baby that's total innocence. It has no idea about limits. It has no idea what wrong is, what a limit is for it. Just envision that energy. Can we get into that? Can we get into the energy of innocence and awe and wonder on this beautiful Monday morning, so that we can draw from that energy to manifest? And think of that child. And my question that I put out there as I was being very philosophical yesterday is, wouldn't it be great if all of those innocent babies that come into the world, wouldn't it be great if they didn't know that they couldn't do whatever it is they wanted to do? Wouldn't it be great if they never heard, no, you can't do that. No, you can't have that. I just think it would be such a different world if there was that kind of energy going on, that you were always encouraged, whatever your dream was, whatever it was that you said, I want to do that, or I want to be that. I was just listening to an interview that someone was doing of Nightbird, and I mentioned her yesterday. She was part of the blog yesterday. And this interviewer asked her about her childhood, and she was one of those babies that wasn't told no. When she had a dream at the age of 10 years old, when she told her parents, I want to be a singer. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. I want to be a singer at 10 years old. Now, her parents didn't say, well, that's kind of dumb. You don't have a good enough voice to be a singer. They didn't put her down with her dream. They said, okay, if that's what you want to do, okay, do that. That's what you want to be that. And she did. And so she didn't have any thought in her mind that it couldn't be done, that she couldn't stand up on a stage and sing to people and bless people. And she sang with the voice of an angel. And that's how it is when we don't have limits, when we don't have the world telling us who we are and what we can do and what we can be, but more importantly, what we can't be and do. So I just pray that more and more parents are consciously aware as they raise that child and form them with whatever teachings they're going to give, that it will be teachings along that line, teachings of what is possible, not what's the impossible, but what's possible, what can be, and help our children to dream that into reality, to really know in their heart there's nothing stopping them. All right, so we have prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace. Pratchetta, thank you for being here. Special prayers for my dearest, beautiful fairy Teri, ma'am. Prayers and prayers for you. Special prayers for my darling Goofy, who travels to Delhi with my brother on the train. Prayers for Navriti to travel back safely home. Love you all so much. Yes, I believe she's leaving. She's leaving the States in just a couple of days. So let's all get behind the energy of safe traveling for her and for Prachir and the beautiful doggy. Oh, you're so welcome, Jean. And Isabel says, joy feels to me as the pleasure of being in the present moment and being in the truth self. Yeah. All right, let's go into our hearts in joy. Let's just pull that essence right into our heart and let's dream. Let's just say that we can do, be, have, whatever it is. There's no limit. The sky's the limit for us. There's no roof holding us back. There's no restrictions, nothing tying our hands. Let's just dream this morning. So as you do that, what does that look like for you? You know what your dreams are. You know what's out there that you would like to achieve or do or be, or something that you want to show up for you in life. What that dream is to you is your goal. And you can accomplish that goal. when you stay in the present, when you see it as already done, instead of something that's already passed you by or something that may be there in the future. Now let's lose those restrictions. Let's bring it right here, right now, in this moment. So in this powerful moment, we're all awake and aware. Breathe in joy. Breathe in that beautiful essence, that playfulness, that awe and wonder, that innocence. Just get into the innocent being that you are. Who were you before the world shaped and formed you into this person that's here right now? Let's go back to that innocent place. Just travel back with me in your heart. Travel through all the layers, all the beliefs, all the experiences. Just keep going deeper. We're uncovering right now, and we're lifting off anything that held us down, anything that told us no, anything that says you can't. We're just lifting up those layers and delving in deeper and deeper until we get to the very core of who we are. And in that very core of your being, there's a knowingness. That's what Kuan Yin was talking about. That's the inner world. That inner world knows. It knows that you can. So once you get there, once you lift up all of those other layers and you go right to the center of your being, I want you to type in to the comments. And I want you to type in, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And then, standing in your full divine authority, let's change the can to yes, I am. So first you have to think it possible. That's the thinking part. And then the belief kicks in that innocent place inside of you, that place of awe and wonder and no roof, no limits. Yes, I am. So whatever your goal is, whatever your manifestation is that you want to bring to you, be it. Just like with joy, we can't define joy, but we can feel it. That's what I want you to do right now. Feel what it is that you're calling to you, what it is that you want to be and do and say, how you want to show up in the world. Go ahead and claim it. Be it. So I'm going to open my eyes and see what we got. And yes, I can. Yes, I can. And changing it then to yes, I am. What a powerful, powerful statement. What a way to pivot away from what might be the possibility of, and there's always possibility, but turning it into this very moment. And yes, I am. I am magnificent. I am a manifester. I am in control of calling to myself everything that I want, everything that I want to see myself as and see myself doing and being. I am that. When you can feel that, just like you can feel happiness and joy inside of you, feeling this energy of what you are and staying in that energy, keeping it alive in the moment of yes, I am, whether that's abundance or health or whatever it is that you want. Yes, I am. And there are no obstacles, absolutely. The only obstacles that will be there are ones that you put there. If you place any doubt, any restriction on yourself, thinking that it's impossible or it's hard even, don't even think about it being hard. Don't even think about the how. Just get into the energy of, yes, I am, and I'm going to watch it show up for me. I'm just going to see it. Once I can bring the energy of it into my being and stay immersed in that, it will show up. And it already is there. Your eyes just don't see it quite yet, but that's a yet. And know that it is there. Marietta says, yes, I can because I am. Yes, indeed. Yes, I can. Yes, I am. Thank you, Joanne. Good morning. All right, so let's breathe in that energy, that essence of joy again. Feel the love that comes through when you do that, when you go into that beautiful, positive energy. And let's give that to each other. Let's just break off a piece of it and hand it over to each other. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Show some gratitude. Thank you to everyone gathered here with me today. I love you. Adding in some love with that joy, with that knowingness of who you are, allowing that inner being to light up with the joy and the love and the possibility. We are staying in the energy of what is possible today. That's where I want you to stay all day long. What is possible? And let it come through. Just let it be there for you. And I love you all so much. I'm going to play our Leo, Jean. We are going to have that Cuppa Fulla Joy going on where we can dance and sway and love on the music that's provided to us from our Leo. I pray for all of you today, whatever is in your world, whatever it is that's stopping you from being your most magnificent self. I pray that you're able to draw your energy back into that inner part of you. Just do what we visualize. Just go right into the very core of who you are, moving through all those layers of doubt and insecurity and all the times you were told no, all the times you were told that you can't. Just break through all of those layers and get to the part that says, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I love you so much. And I'll be back on at 4:44 this afternoon in the eastern part of the world and read that blog where they tell us, keep uncovering, keep digging, keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I hope that you all are right there with me. Every time there's a new thing to discuss, a new philosophy, a new uncovering of a teaching, I'm going to bring it forward. So if you want to go in that deep dive with me, I love having you along for the ride. And if you missed the talk that was done yesterday between myself and Sharon Rhea, it's out there. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. I encourage you to listen to the replay if you didn't get to hear it yesterday. Here we go, Leo. Get us dancing and get us moving.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up
on,
and
Grumpy.
get ready
Come on.
because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part part of it.
Cheers, everybody.
So now me
Hills
shuffle, I'm
are
a
alive.
you and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
And Blue, I think we have a full moon coming up this week, don't we? I believe it might be Thursday.
There really is no secret. We simply
Accept,
accept,
align,
align,
allow.
AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
Cuppa Fulla Joy. Whew. So I guess the moon is in 2 days on the 13th, which is Wednesday. Whoops. All right. Once is good. Leo, thank you.
Good morning.
So maybe Wednesday we can do something special for this full moon because it's a super moon. So Auntie Jean, let's talk about that and maybe we can do something here. All right. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. I'll see you today at 4:44. Come on in and join in the discussion as we start uncovering more and more the deeper meaning of this thing called life. I love you. Namaste.